this.
No, we should jump right into reviews.
Not even say hi.
Yeah, we say hi. Well, Jesus, is this our first time doing this? All right. Okay, are we good? All right.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, guys.
Welcome back.
Welcome to another episode of Find Your Beach.
Find your bleach.
And boy, is it beachy outside. It is just a warm 28 degrees. There's toxic snow sludge that is frozen into small little glaciers.
Which Andy threw at me today. Andy threw sludge, snow from the street in New York City.
That's the New York vaccine.
Grabbed
That's how you get vaccinated
out
here.
of a dirty pile and threw it at me.
I grabbed the clean part,
and
though.
said, "What? It's clean snow." And I said, "No, it's from the street in New York City. It's not clean." And he was like, "No, it is clean. I grabbed the clean snow." And I said that's the equivalent of just like
grabbing out of a. She said it was the same as if I grabbed a cup of water out of a puddle and threw it at her.
And was like, "It's just water."
You know what's disappointing?
No, it's not. It's acid rain.
What's annoying, I guess I should say, disappointing was me sugarcoating it, is that Rosebud used to tell me sex stories where she'd be like, it was a men's volleyball team from Estonia, and I was tied to four poles.
Told you that story.
And they were all urinating
First
on
of all,
me.
I never told you that story. That was a
and
secret
then I throw
story.
a little bit of snow on her, and she's like, ew, gross, it's dirty. And I'm like, you auditioned for Two Girls, One Cup, and now
There was no auditions for that. I would have known about it.
I got a call back.
Okay, guys, I hope this is the first episode you're ever listening to. If it's not, welcome back. Thank you.
My name is Andy Haynes, and I'm joined by my beautiful wife, Clown Boobs Baker.
That's my new name. Clown Tits Baker.
Rosebud Clown Boobs Baker.
Happy to be here, folks.
Happy to be here.
I want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening every week. And if you haven't, I want to say, leave us a review. Go to iTunes. Leave us a little review. It helps the podcast. It helps get this podcast charting, which gets more ears listening to it and more eyeballs on our YouTube.
Yeah. And those are the two parts of your body that mean the most.
That's right. So, and for those of you who have left reviews, we thought we would start a couple episodes off reading some of these, all right? Because it means a lot to us that you do it. All right. This is from Rafikial. I hope I'm saying this right. Entitlement. This is 5 stars, even though it sounds like it's about to be a 1-star review.
Yeah, that sounded
considering
that was a bad start.
Our faces. I'm entitled to some Kleenex. I'm laughing to the point that I'm crying. I need to go wipe my tears. Thank you, Unofficial Expert, for sending me here. Unofficial Expert? That's Sydney and Marie's podcast.
Wow. Thank you.
Yes, amazing. Okay, this one's, if you like bickering couples, this is the podcast for you. I love hearing them roast each other. This is the content I need. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Lauren.
Existential Entity. 10 out of 10. 5 stars. Rosebud and Andy are equal parts dark and goofy. Thanks for helping me get through the end of the world.
I'm so glad that she was able to assume some kind of form and type that review.
Yeah, I'm glad that she visited us.
Existential entity. She came across the astral plane.
She found a body.
And maybe she just floated into a closed Apple store, just logged on real quick.
Yeah. Just like she was in Soul, the greatest movie of 2020.
Did you ever go into a Apple store and just start using the computer for your own needs?
Yes.
I used to do that all the time.
Okay.
Cool. Nice yes anding. Glad we're vobbing so well.
Okay. Couldn't have made it through something without this. Love you guys so much. I can't read the whole title for some reason, but this is from Allison, and it's 5 stars. Love you guys so much, and thank you for keeping me laughing every episode. All right. Amazing.
Thank you, Allison.
We've gotten a ton of really good reviews lately. I'm just really... Should I read more of these?
No, we could probably move on. We could read some more on the next one.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for leaving these reviews. It means a lot to us. If you haven't already, please do so. And we have one more order of business.
Yeah, you guys.
If you will.
I have neglected, mainly because life has been so chaotic. Because we got STD free,
Yeah.
and it just the holidays, and
We're sad. We miss
sad.
syphilis.
We miss syphilis, our precious syphilis. But we have so many.
If you're a Patreon subscriber, you know what the fuck we're talking about. But if you don't, it literally sounds like we're sad that we don't have STDs anymore.
We did have we had an STD. It was it was going to corrode our spinal columns.
Which we both have a fantasy about being destroyed. So
Yeah, but I want to be destroyed like Thanos destroys people. You want to be destroyed like a
split in half.
Yeah, you want to be destroyed like they found oil in your crotch.
You're right.
Anyways. Okay. These are the new patrons. Welcome to the beach. Teal Pierce. I hope I'm saying that right. Teal Pierce, you are a Mahalo member. Thank you so much for joining us. We got Courtney Melissa.
Courtney.
She's
Courtney
spending
Melissa.
She's spending Canadian money.
2 first names,
She
spending
is.
Canadian dollars.
And we got Whitney. What's up, Whitney? Welcome to the beach. Stephanie Jones. So nice to have you. Another Canuck, Sarah McClellan.
Dude, the Canadians love us.
They fucking deliver. Another Mahalo member, Steph. Welcome to the beach. Grab your tiki drink, not torch, please.
Yep, leave the torches to
That's another podcast, and
That's a
neither of us
different
will do it
podcast.
anymore. Nikki and
Anymore.
Bob. I was just trying to get fans at one point. Any press is good press. But Nikki and Bob, welcome. I like it when a household gets involved. Chrissy Westchester, welcome to the beach, Chrissy. Are you up there in White Plains? Borrowed your dad's car, crashed it into a
Wait,
busload of nuns?
hold on a second. Did you just blew over the fact that you used to do podcasts for Tiki Torch people?
No, I'm kidding. Obviously, I didn't. I'm obviously a huge advocate. I'm basically a revolutionary. I've tagged things,
What?
Yeah.
What was your tag?
It was my name.
Fancy boy?
No,
Yeah.
it was and one.
Ew.
M. Welcome to the beach. Just one initial.
I hope
it's
you guys
Emily.
are seeing Andy's tremor right now.
I hope you're not.
I hope you are.
I hope the camera has like some kind of technology that stabilizes things.
Andy's hand tremor is going
I
off
cannot
right now.
wait till something
Wild.
happens. Like
See this thing go.
I cannot wait till something happens to her. I honestly, I hope she gets ALS and I
That's
just
so not
roast
true.
her in a
He
chair.
loves me
I
so
hope
much.
she's-
Every day he's like, remember to take your medicines. Make sure you're
she's
taking care of
recycling.
yourself.
She's recycling material. You
I
guys.
love you.
Rosebud's a bot. Jessica Doyle, Katie Ellis, Abby Baker,
Abby Baker, distant relative.
Jenya. She went up to Mahalo range. Thank you, Jenya. We love to see that. We love it when people double down. Shay, welcome to the beach.
Welcome,
She's an
Shay.
aloha. Ruth Flynn. Love it when somebody uses their whole name. We're
Yeah,
gonna do a background
they're not
check on you.
afraid.
Nicole Calhoun also joined the Mahalos. We got Mike also joining the Mahalos. Melanie Sloan, longtime listener, longtime commenter, communicator, now
Yes.
a VI Beach. Welcome
yeah.
to the very special tier.
And by the way, for anyone else who is a VI Beach, we will be doing another VI Bistro.
Wednesday the 24th.
So mark your calendars.
Mark your calendars. What do we usually, 7, 8?
7 p.m. EST.
Yep, and that stands for Est. Amelia Berry, welcome to the beach. We love to hear it. Your name, that is. Casey Phillips is now a Mahalo. She upgraded and hung
speed it up.
young terrorist. Mahalo, I love it. I hope that's. I hope I'm saying that right.
Yes.
Stephanie Landorf is Mahalo. Nicole Robledo paid for the year. God bless you. Stephanie Landorf. Nicola
Peoples.
Guess what? Spending pounds. Spending sterling. She came all the way from England to
Wow.
spend that money.
Unbelievable.
And then we got Fresh Young Dude. Thank you so much, Fresh Young Dude. Fresh Young Dude actually wrote me a very sweet message
Really?
about him and his wife also trying to get STDs and how challenging it's been. So that was really sweet of him.
Aw.
And Samantha Johnson, our final announcement for the day, another Aloha member. Welcome to the beach. And that's
Welcome.
it. We did all those. We did all those.
We did it. You guys have gotten your shout outs. Now we can start talking shit.
You guys,
And there is a lot of shit to talk.
how was your Valentine's Day? It's Monday the 15th. If you're listening to this right when it comes out.
Did you get pounded out?
Did you get pounded out? Did you
Try to get an STD?
Did you have a date are you like a single person that went on a date on Valentine's Day?
With yourself?
Did you go and hang out with the person you've been hooking up with and realize that you don't really want to be romantic with them? You just kind of like boffing and then taking off.
Or, what did you call it?
Boffing. It's
Amazing.
It's how you fuck in a top hat.
Mm-hmm. Is that for our new England listener?
No, that's actually racist to assume that they wear top hats. They wear derbies.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
Sorry about that.
Bowlers and derbies.
Well, I'm also curious if you guys were hooking up with someone casually and then they tried to get romantic and you got weirded out.
Ooh.
That's another awkward situation, a Valentine's situation that people have to avoid.
That's what I just said, basically.
Okay, well, I wasn't listening to you.
Okay, that's normal. I want you guys to know that I do check out near the end of the episodes. A lot of people commenting on it because I cop to it in the description of the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
But Rosebud is checked out at the beginning of the episode.
I am not.
So that's...
I just check out when you speak.
Oh, okay.
It's different.
God, I can't wait for a lifetime of this.
Do you hate being married to me?
No. What?
Do you?
No.
Be honest.
No.
Be honest.
I do not hate being married to you.
Good.
That'd be so weird if I already hated being married to you.
I mean, it wouldn't be weird. I mean, I'm not an easy person to be married to. I'll admit that.
Finally, you say it.
You're not easy either.
I'm a fucking saint.
You are not a fucking saint.
I'm a goddamn saint.
Just because I call you a saint when I'm trying to be nice doesn't mean I mean it.
Okay.
Okay?
Cool.
Just so you know, you're not a saint.
All right.
You have a lot of moods.
I do have a lot of moods.
And you
You're
need a
right.
lot of naps. You take more naps than you should
Are you
have to
comparing
take.
being mean to me as the same as me taking naps?
No.
Listen, I yell at you for not putting a coat where you are
Actually,
supposed to
I am
put it.
comparing it because here's the thing. Me yelling
Mm-hmm.
and being a pain in your ass is keeping things interesting. You falling asleep is just boring.
Yeah, and I'm here to entertain.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, this is wonderful. So
We
tell
actually
us,
did have a nice Valentine's Day, though. We got a hotel.
well, we should say that we didn't do it on Valentine's Day, and it kind of was a byproduct of the fact that our apartment didn't have heat.
Or hot water.
So we had to go get a hotel. Of course, the second we got the hotel, they turned on the hot water and heat.
So then we were like, well, we're here for Valentine's Day.
So, and also, New York reopened indoor dining, so we kind of got to make like a little evening of it. The neighbor took the dogs. Mm-hmm. Still haven't gotten them back. We hope they're alive.
Yeah.
And
It is Mouse's birthday.
you know what I actually thought was really cool about it was that we watched the Cecil Hotel documentary in that kind of
hotel.
creepy hotel. Right?
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is it didn't make it good.
No, it didn't. That watch it turn out that like somebody here is involved with the production of that and we're just shitting on it. But it was not it was like a
It was not a good documentary.
it wasn't that it was poorly produced.
Were
It
you
was-
guys involved in the Cecil Hotel documentary?
Okay, thank
Okay,
God,
the-
Jesus. That would
wow.
be so bad if we just were
Yikes.
shitting on their project. But it was like dumb people. I don't like it when dumb people are given a platform to seem like everybody's arguments were like, I mean, but here's the thing, like
the worst part is that they called internet sleuth. They kept being like, these internet sleuths, like that's a job.
yeah, also they didn't just say like these sad losers had a lot of free time to not pay attention to facts.
Yeah, and these guys were like so committed to this conspiracy theory shit about this girl who had bipolar disorder and suffered a bipolar episode in the Cecil Hotel, which is one of the most dangerous hotels in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And
Where they put a hostel on 2 of the floors to be like, it's actually a nice place, but like you got on the elevator
It was
and
fucked.
it was like a dude smoking crack out
literally
of a light bulb.
the Night Stalker used to live there.
Yeah.
So
They said multiple serial killers. There was like an Austrian serial killer too.
yeah.
But
So
there was like the second episode, they were like reveal that she's bipolar. And then I was like, oh, okay, well that's the whole
thing.
explanation. And then we spent like 2.5 more episodes being like, there was a death metal singer that stayed there and he sang about murder. And it was like, yeah, but she's also bipolar and there's no sign of a struggle. It was
and
just
she looks like she's having a psychotic episode in the documentary, in footage in the elevator.
the
So
only
it's like-
footage you see.
yeah. So we're watching this whole thing just being like, this is nonsense. These are nonsense people given a platform.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, and this pissed me off the most, is that these people who were so committed to their like conspiracy theory shit all just backpedaled.
Yeah, they were like, it turns out that I was just really addicted to the thrill of the
chase.
Yeah, like I really wanted to just solve this, and the facts were all there. They also like, it was so funny because they were conspiracy theorists, and then the coroner was like, yeah, I was just drowning, and they were like, oh, okay. It was like, you're a bad conspiracy theorist. Anyways, it should have been a 2-parter. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
Should've
it
been a
did.
two-parter.
It drew me in. It did draw me in.
There were some great characters, like the hotel manager. What a
Wow.
star! What a
What
big
a-
blonde dummy.
That is, she is truly a dummy.
She came from Bakersfield with a MBA from some bad Cal State
And
school.
she's like, I wore pearls every day, as if that like kept the hotel running well or something.
I loved
like,
it. She was like, I mean, it's not a bad place, but then like the next episode, she'd be like, and basically somebody's died in every room. You're like, okay, that sounds kind of like a bad hotel.
She's like, but I think that hotel can shine. We're like, with what?
By the way, have you ever been on a cruise?
DNA, what?
Have you ever been on a cruise?
No.
Did you know that all cruise ships have morgues?
No, why do you know that?
Because I was on the 311 cruise, not my choice. Probably you would have loved it.
Would have
'cause
loved it.
Your energy is amber, and
Amber is
and
the
I
color
mean
of your energy.
White girl. But somebody died, and then we were like,
On the 311 cruise.
yeah, because like old people still come on those music cruises. They're just like, I don't give a fuck about the music, and they just do their regular shuffleboard and shit like that.
Really?
Yeah, because they can't always sell out the whole ship. So if they don't sell out the whole ship,
311 couldn't sell out a boat?
I mean, it's like 4,000 people.
311 couldn't sell out 4,000 people?
You have to go to how many 311 fans do you think have money to go to Miami and take a cruise?
That's a really
They
good
all
point.
run like a head shop in Topeka.
You're so right. Yeah. No, they all like make necklaces.
But the you know what they are? They're like hippies that drink
Mountain Dew.
Diet Mountain Dew. You know?
Yep.
They're like hippies that like eat like what are those like Frito pies? You know, like where it's like you
I don't
take
know,
a
but it
bag of
sounds
Fritos,
delicious.
you put nacho cheese on it.
I'm into it.
Anyways, and I was like, what do you do with the body? Because where's the dead body go? Do you just lock their door or something? And they're like, no, we just put her in the morgue. And I was like, what? And they're like, oh yeah, I mean, mainly our business is old people. So like somebody always dies. Like he said that somebody dies almost on every cruise.
Wow.
Because it's all elderly people. So
Yeah.
anyways.
I guess you're right. I mean, it's like you're not going to go on a cruise and not find Jell-O.
Exactly.
So where there's Jell-O, there's a morgue.
Where there's Jell-O, there's a morgue.
And that is the title of the episode.
Yeah. We did find it.
We found the title and our beach in one fucking episode.
We did
everybody.
find our beach.
That is that's a very Andy question.
You
To
mean
just
tangent?
walk up to somebody and go, "Hey, so you know the lady that died yesterday? Where did you put her?"
Yeah, what are you going to do with the body? Do you mind if I check it out for a while?
Yeah, it really is like a question that nobody else would ask because it does sound like you're looking for her
I mean,
to examine.
I have big accidental creep energy. I think it goes into my like when I make fun of myself for being on the spectrum, because I do ask those kind of tactless questions sometimes, like, were her eyes all weird? You know, like, people are like, Jesus Christ, man.
I remember when I met you, you had that energy. Like, you came up to me at that party and you were like, "I'm Andy and I'm sober." And I was like, "Are we at a meeting?"
I didn't have a lunch pail on me. Jesus Christ.
You might as well. It looked like you were missing your lunch pail. I thought the next question was going to be like, "Have you seen my lunch pail?"
Oh, what a wonderful
New
night.
Year's Eve.
What a wonderful
Andy
night.
comes up. "Hi, I'm Andy. I'm your ex's friend."
Okay, it wasn't like, Jesus Christ, you're making me sound like I'm in like I'm just so special. Like I just came up and
Andy, that's exactly what you said.
But I didn't do it like that. I didn't go, "Hi, I'm Andy." Like I went, "Hey, I'm Andy. I'm also sober." I wasn't like yelling above the din of the room with my hands stuck. You make me sound like Rain Man.
Honey, you are like Rain Man.
This is not true. I have a lot of charisma.
You walk up to people on boats and ask where the dead body is.
It wasn't like that. It was like somebody was telling us. They were like, "Oh, somebody passed away, just so you know."
And you said, "Oh, where's the body?"
I said, "What do you do with the body?"
Why are you being such a bad sport about me making fun of you right now? This is ridiculous. You were a ridiculous person.
I love that you get mad whenever I'm like, "Hey, I'm not like that." You're like, "Why won't you let me just make fun of you?"
Yeah. Why won't you?
All right.
Why won't you?
I'm going to make fun of you.
No, let's get to the bottom of it. Why won't you? What's the problem?
Because sometimes I want to be in control.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, sometimes
you need to be in control?
I don't need to be. Quite often I'm not.
Okay. How would you like to be in control of this moment?
I'd just like to stop talking about how I appear special to you.
Okay. We're going to stop talking about that, and I give you the floor.
Okay. Rosebud. Mm-hmm. I don't really have anything to say. You were right. You should just sit back and just chew on these nicotine lozenges like they're Mentos. Mm.
Chew on your nicotine lozenges and suck down that Red Bull, honey.
Man, I'm full of chemicals, and I love it.
You have been kind of sensitive a little bit lately.
You think?
A little bit.
There's no good reason for me to be sensitive, is there?
I can't think of any. I can't think of any personal traumas that we've been through.
Just a catastrophic week.
No.
And also, I been taking care of you. Feel a little helpless.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, in case you guys, we talk about it on the Patreon episode, but we haven't talked about it on the regular episodes. Essentially, I went through a surgery this week, a minor surgery. I'm fine.
Her pussy exploded.
My pussy exploded and my boobs changed color.
Do you guys know the
I don't know how.
The Mentos, what is it? Mentos and Diet Coke?
Yeah.
Yeah. We accidentally did that in Rosebud's pussy. And, well, anyways.
We had to go to the
hospital.
Here's
we
what
got
happened.
bored.
Here's what happened. We were showering together. Andy had a big Diet Coke. He shook it up and he said, and I did a handstand. And it went off in me.
Yeah.
And we had to go to the hospital.
Everybody was burned. We were burned all over. Everybody was burning.
Everything burned.
Everything was burning. And so we had to go to a clinic. Anyways.
So they sent me back with a bunch of like drugs, which is cool. And Andy had to take care of me, which he loves. He loves taking care of me because when I'm helpless and quiet is when he is finally finds me attractive.
No, it's not that. I do love taking care of you because I like taking care of you. It's like probably one of my love languages. You know, I'm always cooking dinner, things like that.
Yeah. Cleaning
up, doing chores. But you're also very docile and easy to, manage.
Oh, because I'm sedated.
No, you're just like, "Baby, will you come spoon me?"
This is the worst. First of all, I've never
Yes, you have.
Don't.
And then the rest of the
That's
time,
not-
you're like, hey, fat ass, why don't you stop eating chips and write a joke? And I'm like, what? And I'm just like taking a 5-minute break from fucking polishing her shoes.
That is fucked. First of all, that's not.
Hey, I am Sam. Why don't you quit organizing your papers?
First of all, relax, okay? I'm not that mean.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
not that mean.
No, you are.
I'm very sweet to you in the house.
You are a sweet partner
Inside.
when we're off camera. No, you are really sweet, and you also don't let me like. You're actually very supportive as well.
Yeah, I think that's my love language. Is I do. I mean, I've never read the book, but I think that doing the words of affirmation. That's my thing.
You think that's your love language?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think our love language is money.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking? It's not even in the book.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was reading another book.
I mean, yeah, that is one of my love languages. If you have some.
I don't.
Okay.
Would you be mad if you found out like 10 years into our marriage that I just had millions of dollars? And
Would I be mad?
And I didn't tell you because I wanted to see if you were real ride or die.
No, I think I'd understand that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks ahead of time.
I'd be
Wink.
okay. All right, pal.
I have had a lot of fantasies about finding out because there's this movie called what's it called? It's got John Goodman. He finds out he's part of the British royal family. Do you guys know what I'm talking about back there?
It's from like the 90s, right?
Something Duke of Earl or something like that. Anyways, yeah, he finds out, and I always fantasized about that, like that I was gonna find out. Especially, I had this. It's weird because I don't give a shit about the royal family now, but when I was like 8, I desperately wanted to find out I was part of the royal family.
Really?
Yeah, like big time. Because I was really into my Scottish heritage.
Yeah.
And like certain clans in Scotland
Probably
are
not the best word.
it's our word. And those evil Southerners took it.
Okay.
Anyways, but some of the clans are part of the Scottish royal family, which is part of the British royal family. Anyways,
You really wanted to be a part
and then
of it.
another one I really wanted to find a bag full of cash and go on an adventure where people were trying to kill us, but we were not aware.
Okay. Well,
2 of my fantasies.
are one of those still your fantasies?
I mean, I definitely still like kind of want to find a bag of money. Like that's like a thing where like I will kind of like, you know, like sometimes I'll see like like I probably actually there's a good chance I would die in like a bus station bombing because I would see a bag and I'd be like, "Oh, bag of money." And then I'd open it and I'd be like, "What are all these wires doing?" you know?
Yeah. No, I worry about that with you sometimes.
You
Like
worry.
I heard there was a stabbing on the A train. There's 2 stabbings on the A train this week, all right?
Mm-hmm.
The A train killer is on the loose.
Yeah.
And they're just walking up to homeless people, stabbing homeless people.
Well, there's been 2 stabbings. They both were homeless people.
They don't know that they're related, but they all happened in the same night.
And they also happened on the same train. Well, same train line.
So you tell me. Okay? But I worry because I was like, if Andy loves to take the subway because he's like,
Love it.
I love to be around the people. I love to like mingle with the people. And I'm like, yeah, that's sweet. But I feel like if Andy saw somebody walking up to a homeless person and stabbing them, Andy would try to stop that person.
Yeah.
Andy would be like, get out of the way. Andy would take a knife.
I'd be like,
for a
"Hello,
homeless person.
excuse me, sir.
Yeah, he would be like,
This is
unacceptable.
This is very uncivil of you." That's what I would say.
That's what I worry about. And I'm like, so you're not allowed to take the train this week, if that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, you're going to be in the Midwest, so
Please don't take the train.
okay.
There's a stabber on the train.
What if me and
And
all
you
the
do fall
dogs
asleep
put
a
on the
lot.
same outfit? You know what I mean?
What?
Like we
How
all
is that
wear.
related to what I just said?
Well, if we're on the subway and we all have the same outfit on, do you really think the stabber's going to see a guy and two dogs all wearing the same outfit and be like, I'm going to stab these people? I think he'd be like, all right, well, that's clearly I'm not going to stab them. They're having fun, you know?
No, I think he might stab you and try to put you in some sort of tableau.
Oh, that's true.
You know?
Don't you
He's
think
like,
it'd be
oh,
cute,
they're all
though,
wearing
if
the same outfit. I
me-
could pose them.
What if me, Mouse, and Charlie all wear Lacoste polo shirts and we listen to the Baja Men? Who let the dog? You know, like,
Honestly, if you do that, I can't stop you, but it'll upset me to have to tell people that you did it
what about this?
or explain it if people come across it. You know, online they see a picture.
I've been-
Hey, here's a picture of your husband, obviously wearing the same Lacoste shirt as the dogs. He was taking pictures. What do you have to say for yourself? I would be speechless.
Well, what about this? What if I go on the subway, sans dogs, and I bring a speaker with me? You know how sometimes people like to listen to their music, but they want everybody else to hear it? Mm-hmm. I'm going to go on the subway,
Yeah.
let's say Tuesday morning when you're on the airplane, and I'm just going to play the Daily on a speaker on the subway. just play the news.
I honestly think people will give you money for that.
They would probably love it, right?
They would love it. They would absolutely. Everybody loves Michael Barbaro.
I'm Michael Barbaro.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
He always says it like that. It's Wednesday. And it's always like he's like, can you even believe it's just Wednesday?
Do you know I think we've said this before on the pod, but my least favorite
We've
thing
said
about
everything
Michael
before on the pod.
about Michael Barbaro is when somebody says something fucked up and he goes like this. He goes,
You know, I was saying that annoyed me too because it didn't used to annoy me, but it annoys the shit out of me now because it annoys you. And I said something about it online, and I forget which one of our friends, but one of our friends was like, "Oh, I love his auntie moans."
it's definitely one of our black friends because white people don't use the term auntie.
Yeah.
But
But I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, "Oh, they are little auntie moans."
I think that I have like a weird aggression for straight guys that are pussies. Do you know what I mean?
What? You are all over the map.
No, you know what I mean? Like that, like I got mad at that dude in the documentary, that Sabani guy.
Yeah.
Because he was like so upset about the girl dying and he'd never met her.
He'd
And
never met her.
I was like, you are such a bitch.
No, you know what was annoying about that was he was like a weak creep. Those people creep me out. Like that,
Weak creeps.
like a weak creep.
Like
is-
a wet boy.
Yeah. You're just like, ugh.
If you're going to be wet and you're male, you better be big or gay. You got to be one or the other. You better be a big fucking huge swole guy or you better be gay. But do not be a straight little wet boy. Because I'll come after you, bro. Seriously.
And you know he's on YouTube right now, so I hope he sees this.
Yeah. What's up, Sabani? It's on site. Seriously.
Sabani couldn't get over, like, when he heard the end result, which was the accidental drowning, he made his friend go to this woman who he'd never met.
Never met her.
Made his friend go to her gravesite and film it and put his hand on the grave.
And he said
so
that gave him some kind of like
closure.
I was like, dude, you need to closure yourself into a fucking therapist's office,
Yeah.
you fucking weirdo.
You are a weirdo.
You're actually the number one suspect in my mind right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Sabani,
On site.
on site. We're both coming after you.
Yeah.
All right?
Is this going to be a remote meeting? No, it's on site.
That's right.
Sorry, that was a bad one. It was a stretch.
It was fine.
You did
yes-handed
it really well.
I know. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to repair our marriage.
Oh.
We did it in one episode.
We do have Valentine's Day tomorrow. Do you want to do something?
Well, we told everybody.
Well, I
We
know
hope
that
that
we
your
celebrated
Valentine's Day was
Valentine's Day, but it's also Mouse's birthday.
That's right. And Mouse has she's turning 1, so we organized like a Blues Clues
Yeah.
kind of
a kid's birthday.
a kid's birthday.
I
and
said that we could play JoJo Siwa.
Yeah. Thought
Because
that was
that's
sweet.
kind of cool adult. She came out as like, I think she's bi or something. So it's like, hip.
Yeah. So we organized all of this, and Mouse heard about it, and she won't speak to us.
Yeah.
She's so upset. She said she wants a party bus with a pole in it.
And I was like, what's the, like, to like, you want like a jungle gym? And she was like, no, a stripper's pole, dumb shit. I was like, what? You're already naked, Mouse. She said, yeah, and I'm about to be very naked on this stripper's pole.
She said, make sure you wipe it clean, bitch.
Oh, I'm definitely not chaperoning this. You gotta take this L for the team.
I can't
go on this.
I
And
don't
we have
wanna
no
see
friends
it.
that I trust.
She said she's going to rub all of her nipples all over the pole.
Jesus Christ. I heard
so
she's gonna.
upset.
I heard she invited
Who?
the Stoop Boys.
What?
Yeah, she invited the Stoop Boys.
No.
You know the ones that eat.
The teens?
Yeah, the teens, the wild teens.
Oh my God. Not
So
the
fucked.
neighborhood teens.
Yeah. We're definitely with Mouse gonna have to have her like kidnapped and taken to the same rehabilitation program that your little sister was taken to.
Absolutely. She's going to have to go to Utah, and she's going to have to spend a month in the mountains learning how to fend for herself.
Have I told you what they did in Seattle that was similar?
No.
So the bad kids from I don't know why this was a Seattle thing. Maybe it's like just the kids in my neighborhood passed this information around the parents or whatever.
Yeah.
But the bad kids that had money, their parents would do the same thing where guys would come in the middle of the night and be like, you're going to rehab. But it was in Samoa. I swear to God, these kids, like I know like 3 kids who were just like, troublesome skater assholes, like probably like sold weed and tagged and shit. And they were just gone one day and we're like, what happened? And their parents were like, they're getting help in Samoa. They had to fly to the middle of the Pacific.
How bad was it that you have to go to Samoa for help?
I think it was probably also their parents being like, this kid sucks. Let's get him
let's get a
as
new kid.
far away as possible.
Yeah. I'm going to do the same thing.
I think we should try to find like a third world country with with a solid education system.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that when we do have an STD and we have it to full fruition,
Mm-hmm.
that we just send it down there to boarding school.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, because I'm guessing, this is just a guess, I'm guessing boarding school in Ecuador, not that expensive.
Right.
And then also our kid, bilingual, internationalist.
You mean our STD?
Yes,
You ruined
our
it.
STD.
You fucking blew it.
God, I'm going to fucking...
You fucking blew it.
I'm going to punch myself in the face as soon as this camera's off. I'm going
do it right now.
to slap myself in the face like Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I hope
in
the chair
Boogie
falls
Nights.
backwards when you do it.
You ever try to knock yourself out?
Not physically, but yes. Yeah.
With drugs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never taken drugs to do anything but knock myself out.
Hell yeah.
I never was like,
I can dap it up. All right.
well, you guys, that's this week's episode. It's
Feel
a
free
little
to
bit of a shorter one.
to wish Mouse a happy birthday. She would love that. If
She
you guys
would.
want to send her a picture of your dog and you.
Yeah, and if you have any suggestions about what we could do to help her, because
Yeah. How can we get her to move out of this slutty phase?
I mean, it's more than a phase now. I feel like she was bred for this. I honestly do. You know, it's
well,
like
a
you
little
get some
street
dogs
dog from
that are
Bakersfield. It's hard.
some dogs are aggressive, and ours is just a whore.
Yeah.
She's just a.
But she's also a loud bitch. Mm-hmm. God. It's
We
so,
love her.
It's like, I wondered about my parents. Like I was, when I was like in my 20s, I was like, how did you guys like drop the ball on so much like discipline? Like, how was I allowed to do so much? And now that I have a child who's kind of a fucking troublemaker, I'm like, oh, I get it. It's exhausting. You're
Yeah.
like, fuck off. Yeah, go fucking have 9 kids.
Yeah, when Kevin Hart talked about his daughter being a hoe, I was like, Kevin, take a nap.
Yeah.
You don't know what we're fucking dealing with.
Yeah.
So my heart goes out to him.
Oh, did you hear that Kevin Hart got $1 million, like he lost $1 million
Yesterday?
because like he had a secret, like a personal shopper who would just be like, yeah, I'm buying you clothes, and just would like upcharge everything, and she stole $1 million.
No, I did not hear
I think that you shouldn't press charges if you don't realize that $1 million is missing. I think that that's on you.
Yeah, that's one of those things where you're like, oh, whoopsies.
Kind of
like $1 million. I mean, I feel like he's not a billionaire.
He's got to have hundreds of millions of dollars, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's the highest selling comedian of all time.
Right. Well,
anyways,
sorry, Kev. You
Sorry,
got a
Kev.
hoe daughter and you're missing a mill.
Do you want to plug your dates, since when this comes out, it'll be the day before your tour begins?
Yes, I would. I would like to plug my dates. This week, I am going to be in... Where am I going to be?
I can tell right now because I remembered it.
Oh, Jesus.
On the 16th, she will be in Des Moines, Iowa. On the 17th, she will be in Omaha, Nebraska. On the 18th, she will be in Kansas City, Missouri. I think it's Missouri. I don't think it's actually Kansas. And then she will be in Springfield, Missouri. And then she'll be in St. Louis, Missouri. The 21st is St. Louis. The 19th and 20th is the Blue Room in Springfield. I'm pretty sure those are all right.
All of my dates are up on my website, rosebudbaker.com. I am recording an album March 14th at Zany's in Nashville. If you are even thinking about coming to that, you better fucking do it. Just do it, okay?
If you've even considered it.
If you're like, maybe I'll do that, maybe I should, do it. It's going to be, it means more to me than anything. So please come.
We're trying to make it a super spreader event.
Andy.
What?
This is going on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
What
Sorry,
the fuck?
My bad.
Anyway, see you guys there.
I also have a career, and I will be at Laughs Comedy Club in Seattle,
said you
Washington.
didn't have a career, you
March
psychopath.
18th, 19th, and 20th. And the next weekend, I will be at Acme in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And that actually is fun because they're going to live stream all those, and you can buy a ticket to those to watch them online if you can't make it to Minnesota. So, anyways,
go see Andy.
Wash your
He's the funniest
hands.
person I know. Wash your hands. Don't lick your lover's eyeballs.
And
Don't spit in their mouths unless it's a committed, monogamous relationship and they mean a lot to you.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's just fucking disgusting.
that's gross.
You can't spit in somebody's mouth just to be sexual. It has to mean something.
Yeah, you're gonna talk to Jesus after you die in a nitrous oxide accident, and
Yeah.
you're gonna say, "Oh, I was just spitting in their mouth because I couldn't get hard
You're gonna
otherwise."
kiss your mother with that mouth full of somebody else's spit that doesn't mean anything to you?
Fuck off.
Fuck off.